Alright, so we've got that provisional cast on done, and we've done a few rows of garter stitch on top of it, and now we're going to take the provisional cast on out. And we were just talking a few minutes ago about putting the needle into the stitches before we take the provisional cast on out. And so in order to do that, what you want to do is find this is where having a contrast color yarn is really important. So what Barb's going to do is try to find the right hand leg of the dark green stitch in the row above the provisional cast on. That's really good. And if you can do this, it just helps to set up the stitches on your needle before you take the provisional cast on out. If you can't do it, if you find it hard to differentiate between the provisional cast on and the stitches, no worries. You can take the provisional cast on out, release the loops, and put them on your needle one at a time.
And then we'll start here.
Alright, so we'll do a bit of both. To undo your provisional cast on, find the end with the little chain on it. That's the unravelable end, as Lucy Neatby likes to put it. And undo that first chain. You may have to pull a little bit, and then you just pull on it, and it unzips as you go. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, you're doing it.
That is so cool. Now, Barb's picked up the first 4 stitches, and for those of you who aren't able to find those stitches as you go, she's now going to do them one at a time. So she's releasing the stitch from the crocheted chain,
and I'm holding it tight.
Picking up the stitch and putting it back on the needle.
Up your 4 stitches in the spot.
In the, yeah.
Don't worry about losing those stitches. They don't go very far.
These are actually the stitches you picked up.
Okay. And you've got.
So I knitted that in.
So you've got 2 and 2, and you've got this in the middle. Yeah. So what happens is you've got to go all the way around. And which it sort of doesn't say that in there.
Okay, so, good. So
yes.
Full round and then start at round 1?
Yeah, then knit 2.
Okay.
These are actually your picked up stitches.
Perfect.
After the marker.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's exactly,
okay.
So you're going around once. And your marker is like the start.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. Okay.
Good. And what you should find is that you have one less stitch than you originally cast on. You may have to pick up a stitch at either end and put it back on the needles. That's because this provisional cast on isn't actually attaching itself to the loops of the stitch. It's picking up the bar basically in between the stitches. And so you should find when you do a provisional cast on that you have one less stitch than you would have cast on originally. And it's no problem. Now we can do whatever we would like with those stitches. We can add on a border, we can graft them together or graft them to another piece. It's just an opportunity for, we could even bind them off. So if you were working on a project where you wanted to have both edges look exactly the same, then one of the things you can do here is bind off the stitches on both sides so they look identical. And that's the provisional cast on. Looks like Barb's going to graft these stitches together.